Welcome everyone. This is Mug Making 101. How to make a glass mug. Now we're starting here with kind of one of the end processes, but this was exciting, so we thought we'd start here. And we're gonna do one from the beginning and walk you all the way through. That glass can be a little finicky. Jake mastered it successfully and applied the handle on it.
Real elegant like.
This is like a barrel style mug. We're gonna show you a couple other styles we make, explain who we are, and walk you through the whole process of making a mug from start to finish.
Well, that just went on beautifully, ladies and gentlemen. Nice having you here. I'll give you some introductions in a sec, but I'll stay focused on finishing this piece up.
This is a torch that we can use to shape the glass. Super useful to heat just specific areas.
Dude, that's literally perfect.
Oliver's bringing a small bit of glass. I'm going to show you what that's going to turn into on a finished mug.
Right now.
This is our signature. All right, we got the colors behind. I'm going to do your shirt live glass blowing here at the Glass Academy. That's what we do.
We're gonna put a little bling on this real quick because we got this beautiful cornflower blue along the body. All that brown is an iridescent gold. So we're gonna iridize that right now, and then we'll knock it off and finish the piece. Give it to me.
Is that what you mean by bling?
Yeah, that's the bling bling, folks.
Bling, 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 bling.
Look at that. That purple metallic property.
Okay, the mug is crafted, it's finished. However, it's too hot to touch. So the next station is over here. This is the knockoff bench. Just that light little tap caused it to come off the pipe, just like that.
Just like that.
Little torch action if there's any sharp edges. It's a key indicator of being handmade.
It's a pretty nice one, folks.
We're gonna make another one and show you a couple different styles.
Nice grab, Oliver.
Next up, off to the cooling oven. Sounds kind of crazy, it's 900 degrees in there, but to that glass, it's cool.
Really nice, really great. Welcome to the shop, folks. You're at the Glass Academy, a family-run business in Dearborn, Michigan, and
who are you?
Content for you.
Whoa.
My name's Jacob. I am the second generation, and I'm running the hot shop here. We got multiple glass blowers all working in a tandem together on most days, and we love making mugs.
So that's why we're doing a how-to. And what's your name, fine fellow?
My name is Oliver. I'm the assistant here. I'm part of the production team here at the Glass Academy. And we're here to make a really nice video, make some mugs.
Let's turn this around one time. Who's this?
I am your hostess. And what I'm going to do, I have 25 years of experience, and actually even more. I ran a production studio before we built our own, and we've been making mugs for many, many years. So I'm going to show you the how-tos, tip in on the essential details you may or may not want to know. For sure, comment on our video so we know what you want to see in the future, and we can answer your questions there.
Shazam.
Shazam! Okay,
Dip up another one.
there we go.
Do that.
Okay, so we start first with the hot pipe, and also making sure it's hollow by blowing through it is essential. It's the worst when you pick up a clogged one, which does happen. Jake is dipping into our glass furnace. Now, I'm not going to get too technical with the terms, but dipping into a furnace is pretty essential wordage. Now, these are our colors. I want you to take classic note. He's going into green. But once it's attached to the glass, it's not looking green anymore. That's because these colors here are room temperature. Once they adhere to the glass, they're going to heat up. And when they're hot, you can't tell what color it is anymore. So we know it's green. If you want to see, we're going to make the whole piece. If you want to see the finished product, you can head over to our website And there you're gonna find a blog that matches this with the images. Because right now it's nice and hot, it needs to cool overnight, so this video cannot have a finished image in it. Because we're doing this live, there are no cuts. If we make a mistake, it's gonna be on camera.
And we've done it before.
And
we might have even done it today.
And if we do something amazing, it's gonna be on the camera. Okay, now I call this our Crayola wall. These are all the different colors we get to choose from on a daily basis. So think about a box of Crayolas. Remember those big boxes of like 98 crayons or something like that? Artists have opportunity to create all kinds of wonderful things. And depending on their creativity, determines how the item turns out. If I was to blow a mug next, it would look completely different than Jake's mug. Everyone has their own unique style.
We're all trained in a very similar style here at the Glass Academy, but even further past your artistic abilities, the actual handwork that you're capable to do and your soul and your being affect the material as well.
It does.
With some ferociousness.
So as Jake was just casually throwing that comment, you might have noticed he was swinging the pipe. Now another cool thing about these videos is you can go back and you can rewind the video as many times as you like and see what's going on. Like, oh, I didn't understand that move. So if you're a glass blower, that's essential because you can dip in on the move.
Blow?
If this is the first time you've seen glass blowing,
Good.
it's super cool to rewind and be like, wait, what just happened? How did that work? It is nice and hot in here today. It's like 90 some. We got fans going on. Never a dull moment, always production.
So this mug's upside down right now and it's horizontal. We're gonna crispify the bottom, finish up the bottom, and I asked Oliver for what we call a little bit of cabbage. And cabbage is when you cap the end of the pipe, a little bit of cabbage on the end of the pipe, and that's gonna trap the air in there so that I can't do this move where I take the metal paddle on only the hot portion I've heated and squitch the bottom real tight and tasty. Beautiful.
So what he's saying is, as he pushes on the bottom,
Look at that.
it would push air out. But because Oliver put his hand on the end, the air has to stay inside there. So it allows the body of the piece to change shape. So as they've been blowing together, they have silly fun names. If you ever don't understand a name, feel free to say something. Now that is how it's going to be held.
That's part of following us, folks. You're going to get a breakdown of all our terminology that's going global and across the world. And if you subscribe to our channel, you'll get to know our personalities and know what's going on. We got a lot of interesting characters around here.
Yeah, as we say that, we do a live show every Tuesday night here at the Glass Academy. During the pandemic, we got it started, and we have a worldwide following. So it's silly, it's fun,
That's so much nicer.
and every week is something different.
It feels wrong, but I will.
That was absolutely perfect, Oliver.
You'll get more comfortable with it.
Using the metal paddle, Jake is able
Beautiful,
to
that's great
squash
time.
it. It was a beautiful foot.
Really nice.
The glass is liquid, so when it's in this state, you can use
Push a
wooden
little harder.
and metal tools to shape and alter
Beautiful.
it.
Would you look at that?
That's just stunning.
Really crisp. The timing of that's essential, as is everything in glass blowing. Now, you really see the way we got to work together. We're constantly tinkering with the timing, the shape, the heat, the mass, what color we're using. We're tinkering with all the material always to get the best product possible, and it's ever changing. And that's part of working as a team. It's part of my personal draw to glass blowing is that you have to have communication. You got to be understanding. You got to think further than the simple task at hand. And it's really a great feeling when it all comes together.
Tell me about the foot. What color was that?
Crystal clear.
But
I
why
really like the contrast of this diamond faceted pattern, and there's a lot going on in the body. So to then have a crisp, clear, tight base, kind of like, you know, a landing pad, something stable to keep this mug under control. I think it's a nice contrast to what's going on in the body.
With the, we have skylights in the building with the sun coming through. You see it on the floor. It's really making this color pop as we do this demo.
So that's the transfer. We got it broken off. There's an open hole here. There's an open hole on the tip of what's now been flipped around onto a different pipe. We're going to open up that side to make the lip of the mug with one quick clear lipper.
So Jake takes over. Oliver's going to take his used pipe. It's going to go in the bucket on the other side of the shop, and then probably, I mean, it's a hot day, maybe in 20 minutes or so, the glass will break off of it and that pipe will be ready for use again. So there are a variety of pipes and hand tools. We will go over those in a future video. So let us know what you're interested in. You might be a homeschooler, wannabe glass blower, just someone who's curious about how you make a glass mug. Tell us in the chat what videos you want to see. And every week we're going to be making a new one.
Yeah, we love and adore making drinkware, folks, but we make a million other types of glass products as well. So join us in the journey of experiencing our arsenal.
We are a private studio. We are not a museum, nor are we a nonprofit. This is what a small independent studio might look like. Although I can't say we're that small. It's 14,000 square feet in here. We are located in Dearborn, Michigan in the USA. If you come to Detroit or Henry Ford's headquarters for any reason, we are right down the street. Be sure to come in and stop by. All right, while I was chatting, Oliver was preparing a small bit of glass. And this is called a lip wrap.
Yeah, this is our good friend Lipicus Maximicus.
And Jake makes it look super simple, and Oliver was super steady. But the reality is that move takes a hot minute to learn.
I would say like the hardest thing about assisting for me right now is keeping the hands very steady after having 2 ginormous cups of coffee. That has been a big learning curve for me.
The espresso doesn't come out until later in the day.
No, and I stay away from that. That's too much for me.
Yeah, another part of blowing glass is dealing with the heat, dealing with your hands, and working your own physical body throughout the process. This is, as many of you do, many different trades, different types of jobs that are available out in the world. Included in this role and your responsibility as a glass artist is self-care and self-awareness and knowing what to do and when to do it with your own body, because we can't tell you how to do that.
Okay, back to the glory hole. Now, how many times do you think he's gone to that glory hole there? 2,500 degrees is the temperature in there. If you'll notice, he is just heating certain areas. At this point, the bottom half is finished. So he wants to focus his heat here on the top half. He's using a tool called a jack. It's like a tweezer-like tool. Always hold it in the center because you use both the tips and the top of it. So the tools are metal. We do have some wood tools. Gravity is a tool. Spinning the pipe is a tool. Very subtle.
Every single accent to the mug, which you'll see throughout watching our videos and our explanation of our different pieces, from the foot to the lip to the handle to the body, the shape, thickness, the angle, everything has a different functional portion and has a different visual portion. And so you can notice, and with the way we put this handle on, I'm going to try and tie it into the foot and the handle and the body. We've got a kind of thick, nice foot, and I match that thickness and that clear top and bottom with the thicker lip. Some people prefer to drink out of a thick lip. Some people prefer to drink out of a thin lip. It depends on what you're drinking. I'm gonna take one more flash and you're gonna see how we...
So with that in mind, I want you guys to look at your items. A coffee cup might have a thicker lip because you don't want that hot liquid singeing your mouth, whereas a wine glass might have a thinner lip. You want that wine to get right to your mouth. So now that you know this, start looking at the edges of your drinking vessels. You might even drink out of a straw, and the lip doesn't matter. All right, you heard Jake say that's beautiful. So it's the right temperature, it's the right thickness.
That was a perfect one.
Using a pipe keeps the inside of the handle soft, and he has just a few seconds here to attach it and make sure it's sticking.
Those newer glass blowers out there and those people intrigued about how this all works, completely, I know we said it before, it's a completely team effort in what we do. We can make a handle work if it comes funky, but when Oliver is on point, it allows me that much more of a ceiling for the pieces that we're working on to be even that much higher of a quality. And that was just about a perfect handle. We were going for a simple, clear, clean design to match the foot and the lip. And so for that reason, we didn't have to push it and get crazy with it anyway.
So it's still not done. There's a couple more things. Are you guys doing a thumb bit?
We're gonna do our stamper.
Okay.
Should we put a thumb bit on it?
Oh, I don't know. No, let's save that.
All right.
This is a stamp. This is how we're going to sign our pieces. With optics, it's very difficult to sign your glass. So we use this little belly button technique. I liken it to a pair of Levi's that has that orange tag. It's something that's very visible. The customer sees it and they can be proud and they look for that GA stamp. Back to the glory hole. You need to stabilize all the temperatures in this piece.
Classic. That's a classic mug. That's a great starting point if you guys just joined us. Beautiful diamond facets, clear accents. It's going to be a chartreuse green. It's going to get even brighter and more green-like and vibrant than it is at this moment.
Yeah, it was a green. Sure is not looking green.
Shall we get it in the box?
Yeah, let's do it. Get it in the box. Right now it's too hot to touch, maybe 1200 degrees or so. So they take it over to this special knockoff table where just a simple tap allows it to come off the pipe. A little torch on the bottom, making sure it's not sharp. And then it's gonna go into a cooling chamber. Now, Oliver has preheated these special little grabbers. You can't tell that, but they're warm and you can't touch it, so in he goes. The mug that we had at the start of the show is in there, plus some other items we worked on. We'll turn that off tonight. It runs on a computer program. It will solely cool the glass. And if you want to see the finished piece, where is it? glassacademy.com. We're going to do it on our blog page.
You guys subscribe to the videos, follow us in our journey. Let us know in the comments what you think of what's going on.
It's a new era.
It's a new era.
All right, I'm gonna give you guys just a quick little overview. I set out some mugs so you can see what we've got coming in the future. Today, we talked about a thumb saddle. We didn't put that on there, but this is the style handle that was made. And I wanted to show this one because it's got the stamp, like the little belly button stamp. That's a fancier color pattern than we did. But here's a nice basic one with a solid foot on it. So these are a variety of styles. That was we call this a spaghetti bit. Here's that basic handle again. But we are gonna start some fancier videos where the handle will be twisted like this and we show you a thumb bit. We're also gonna show you the Rosetta on the bottom of the piece. It's a decorative, fancy, one chance only to make that like wave looking thing. Optical molds are part of the lineup. Multiple color applications. Those are 2, 4, 6 different colors added to one mug. Then we're gonna go fancy with our dragon tail handle. That's for when we do a Renaissance style fair. The dragon tail works great. This is optical mode that creates bubbles in the glass, and also that fancy handle. And one more, this is crackled, where you dip the hot glass into water to get this crackled pattern. Looks like a dinosaur egg. And those are all on upcoming videos. So if you like what you see, subscribe to our channel. These are original works of art by the Glass Academy. We look forward to seeing you in the future and sharing with you what being a handmade craftsman is like. Thanks so much for watching, everyone.